Oh, there you are, friends. Hi, Doc South with you, and let me just adjust this there. Oh, that's better. No, wait a minute. It's got to be tilted just a little. Oh my gosh, this is getting very. There you go. It's about as technical as we're going to get. It's level. All right, good. Oh gosh, just got back from the closet. That's my nickname for the Walmart, which, by the way, is a store I dearly love because if it ain't in Walmart, it don't exist. That's all there is to it. You you just if it's got to be there, and it's always pretty darn reasonable too. I went in. I needed a few things. I needed some fiber pills. Well, I'm getting old. I need fiber. Okay, and it's always reasonable. I like to get the little gummy ones. Yeah. No, not little teddy bears. They look like they look like that candy. I think is still around called Dots. Yeah, only this is fiber. Yeah, you don't want to eat a bucket of these things. Okay, I'm just saying. Just one a day is that'll do you. That'll do you. Okay, you get much more than that, boy. I don't know. you might you might not make it home, from the theater. Let's see. But in any case. But I also I said to Sandy, I'm going to see if they got if they got hair ties. She says hair ties. What do you need? I said, well, I need a hair tie. This one on my ponytail I've had for about 15 years now. I've got to sooner or later it's going to pop, And actually, what I've done is I just keep my eyes open for little hair ties around the house, and I guess somehow the supply has dwindled. So I said, well, you know what? They got to have them. How hard could it be to find hair ties? Well, it was a chore. It took, actually, it took a while. And then eventually I got wise and I asked someone. I don't know why I don't do that first. It's such a big store. And hair ties, they're a little tiny thing. And the lady said, no, it's right across from the frozen food, across the big aisle that goes front to back from the main door. I said, yeah, okay. Says, go to the frozen food, turn your back on the frozen food. I told her I never turn my back on frozen food. It might be ice cream in there. She says, well, fine. Go there, then come back, turn your back on the frozen food, and then walk. You'll see all sorts of hair care products. There's got to be hair ties in there. And she was right. When I finally found them, there was a wall of hair ties. Hair ties for every possible contingency. Yep. And so I don't know. I searched through it. I must have been there 10 minutes looking at hair ties. Again, this is just fine with me. So I come back. I got the hair ties. Here they are here. Say, okay, hair ties. And they're perfectly good hair ties. A lot of hair ties have that little metal clip. Well, when I use them, in fact, on this particular hair tie, the one I'm using, which has pretty much lost its elasticity, rather. It's got this little metal thing, and when I go to pull it off, a bunch of hair goes with it. Well, pretty soon I'll be bald. You see what happened? Doggone. Yeah. So there you go. These don't have that. I noticed that they were a little thicker, so they're going to be more comfortable to my hair and probably hold it in place. And they were I think they were something like 3.25. And there's 50 of them. So I bring them home, and I told Sandy, well, I got hair ties, so you can take that old bandana and undo the one it's like this, only green. And I said, you can redo it and use the newer hair ties, because the other one's kind of pulling loose and all that. And it kind of, I don't know, the hair ties are real thin and they're kind of pinching my ears after, wearing them for 5 hours in the supermarket. So she said, okay, all right. And she says, so you got hair ties down at the closet? I said, yeah. And she said, well, let me see them. And I showed them to her. She says, oh my God, you got so many. How much were these? I said, $3.50. She says, oh, you should have gone. Oh, she says, you could have got them for $1 elsewhere. I said, yeah, but I don't know. There's 50 of them here. And back and forth, she's saying, well, you'll never use 50 hair ties. And, God, you're already 74. You'll probably, by the time you make 80 and all your hair falls out, you'll probably have only used about 3. God, you should have just, God. I said, yeah, but these are nice. They're extra special. She says, yeah, but geez, $3.50. I said, and all of a sudden we both looked at each other and started laughing. She said, this is kind of dumb, us arguing over hair ties. What were they, $3.50? I said, yeah, that's something like, isn't that something like about, I think about 8 cents a hair tie, something like that? She says, yeah, now that you mention it, she says 7 cents, something like that, 8 cents, I guess, if you count tax. I said, well, I don't think there was tax on them. Well, she says, well, maybe there was, maybe there wasn't, but who cares? She says, we got all the hair ties we'll need for life. This is a lifetime supply for the two of us. And we got to laughing about it because, honestly, I don't know, but it just didn't seem to make sense to argue about hair ties. Huh? Yeah, so we kissed and made up. And frankly, I would suggest that in a lot of cases to a lot of people. Some things just ain't worth arguing about. It's just a doggone hair tie. And it's maybe a nickel's worth. You're arguing over a nickel. God. I mean, good Lord. You could argue all day about Cheez-Its. Do you like Cheez-Its or do you like Doritos? Next thing you know, you got a big argument going and no one's talking to each other. Well, heck, all that time you spent arguing, you could have gone to the store, bought a bag of Doritos and a bag of Cheez-Its or a box of Cheez-Its, and you'd both been fine. Jeez, sit there, watch TV. Now, I guarantee you, somewhere along the line, you're going to reach over and if you're the one holding the Cheez-Its, you're going to dip your hand into the Dorito bag just for giggles, and chances are, the person you're watching TV with is going to dig into the Cheez-It box to enjoy a Cheez-It or two. Big deal. Okay, just saying. Anyway, that's what these YouTube or these Lord's Prayer moments are all about. Trying to get you to realize that maybe the simple stuff should remain simple stuff, and just have a good heart and get in there and do some good, for crying out loud. Jeez. Anyway, let me chew on this cheese a minute. Boy, these are good. I've always loved Cheez-Its. Anyway, Lord's Prayer moment. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. By the way, this is a very simple prayer, which is good. Straight and to the point. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. So be it. I can see, probably Jesus wrote the Lord's Prayer and showed it to his dad, God, and God said, well, it's simple. It's to the point. Run with it, kid. And all right. Don't want to make it any fancier? He says, no. Put in a little Latin? No, we don't need it. Just go with that. Simple. Okay. I'll see you later, friends. God bless. Bye now.